So I'm here with Marco, the CEO of Levity Play, and we've been playing SKYFRONT, which is a VR shooter where you can levitate, you fly around. It's a fantastic game, and the main selling point is the locomotion because it doesn't give you all the sickness and nausea that loads of other games can. So Marco, please tell me more about the game.
Yeah, well, the game, as you said, is a VR multiplayer shooter, and we released it in early access just a couple of months ago. So far, the game has been received really well by end users and VR arcades in the world. What makes this game unique is I believe it's currently the most immersive VR shooter because when usually the shooters have teleportation systems or they have action coming to you by waves, then we have figured out the way which gives you total freedom of movement, yet no nausea. So I think anybody who tries the game is actually positively surprised that it gives a really good and fun experience.
Yeah. So some of the features of the game, whilst I was playing earlier, you have a zip line that you can use to pull yourself rapidly across the map. And the way the motion actually works, where you can go up, down, left, right, forward and backward, is you have two guns in each hand, and one is for the motion. Wherever you aim and you fire, basically you move in that direction, and that same gun gives you the zip line. So the movement is amazing. It's really, really great. For me, it felt like playing Titanfall, where you can run across the walls or something like that, and you can fire really quick. The action was fast. You can get really up close to people or far away. There's a whole variety of weapons. How many weapons are there in the game?
Right now we have about 6 or 7 weapons and 5 special abilities. But there will be many more coming, like 15 more weapons when we are in a final release.
What can you tell me about the levels and the amount of people that will be in the game?
Mm-hmm. Well, we currently have 2 levels. They are arenas. We have one which is inspired by Santorini, the other one which is inspired by Egypt. And those are currently 2 levels that we have available. I would say Santorini one is more popular at this point because it is more enclosed space and it's people can find each other easier. Yeah.
That's the one I played, right?
Yeah, you did.
So what more content do you expect to put in the game?
We will put in lots of stuff that is useful for eSports, like we do statistics now and player progress. We'll do spectator mode, stuff like that. And in next month we will have some really small eSports event coming up in USA. Once I know more about the dates and details, you can find out about it on SKYFRONT's social channels. Yeah.
You're going for a big eSports push. It's a very competitive shooter I have to play. I had great fun. I won as well, I have to mention that. I did win, and it was great fun. Maybe you'll see me at the eSports event one day as well. It was great fun. Can you tell me as well when you're planning to have like a final release, or you're not too sure?
We're not yet sure about the final release date, but hopefully during this year. But it shouldn't be too big a problem anyways, because we do releases every other week now and listen a lot about what our community wants. If community wants one kind of weapon, we will deliver it within 1 month usually. If they think a couple of features should be changed, we also try to listen them. So yeah, the game is ever evolving, and hopefully it evolves better with every release. Yeah.
So the main selling point for this game is the locomotion and how you've defined it and refined it, and you've made it so it doesn't cause major nausea and that it's really smooth. Tell me how you come to that point.
We try to translate the real world movements one-to-one to virtual world. So this is actually one of those biggest things that makes the difference. Of course, there are other things as well, like we keep the horizon level all the time. We have big open spaces, and whenever a player makes movements with his hand, those are very conscious decisions that he makes. So it's not like playing with a controller with thumbstick and making really small adjustments on your gameplay. But yeah, you physically move in this game a lot.
You can confidently say that it won't be causing mass amounts of nausea, and you've gone out of your way to make sure the player's comfortable.
Yeah, I would say like maybe every 100 players who try it, maybe 2 get a little bit of nausea, but most are positively surprised that no nausea at all. Yeah.
Can you tell me more about your studio that have developed this game?
Our studio is based in Estonia, Tallinn. We have 13 people currently who work on this title, and those are one of the best people I have worked together. So very, very talented and very have a lot of passion for games. One of the reasons I love this game so much is that I love flying. So this game gives you a really good feeling of flying. So if you have, if you want to feel flying and having aerial combats, I believe this is the game to play in VR.
Extremely cool. Final question, which is the most probably important one, is the pricing. What are you going for?
Right now we are going with $19.99. It's in dollars. Do the math for pounds, but this is our current price. But we expect price to rise once we are in final release.
So get it early now, and then when more content comes, you can get it and you can say I got it when it was cheaper. So everyone see you in the background playing that game, and we're curious, what was the experience like?
It was probably the first VR game I played where I have not had motion sickness, and I played a number of them, and I always have to kind of stop or pause or feel like, ooh, I feel a bit queasy. But this, it feels like if you've ever had a lucid dream and you feel like you're flying, this is what it feels like. Having that full range of motion, not being kind of constricted by what's in front of you, but knowing that you have a full 360 degree of movement, knowing that I can take one of the controllers, point it behind me, move that direction while then shooting at another player, and being able to switch around. You feel like you're some kind of like flying cowboy.
Flying cowboy, but without the nausea.
Flying cowboy without the nausea. Yeah, exactly.
So Marco, you wasn't lying then.
Yeah, well, I couldn't have said any better than he did. So.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice. Marco, thank you for letting me play in your game. It was fantastic, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.